Hello and welcome to Back to the Board segment. Once again, we'll be looking at few analysis in the concluded Week 10 of Dialogue Rugby League 2016-17 season. We'll have a look at few things in the Kandy versus Navy game that was at Nitawala. First up in the game where Shehan Pathirana scored that try. Yakoob Ali putting this pass after going into the contact and taking that tackle into the ground, but he had so much support. Look at this replay. He has a support from his inside, Pimal Manchanaka, and from outside, Shehan Pathirana. But it's just a simple thing, you have to do it. Just draw and pass. Sometimes players, when pressure amounts, they forget things like that. A good example by Dulanjana Vijayasinghe in the same game. If you can see this try by Tanuja Maduranga, simple draw and pass. Especially when you see that whitewash area, because the players we used to do a million times during the practice session, this simple basic thing, draw and pass. And also we'll have a look at another incident in the same game. You can see the space here. Now this is in the 10th minute where Kandy leading 8 points to nil against Navy. Now you can see the space out here in the middle. Once again, look at the Kandy's play. They were so brilliant in their set pieces and their forwards play. Now they have two layers of attack. If Roshan Weeraratne had the option of sending it to Yakoob Ali, or he has the option again sending it to the second layer or the second attack in support. As a result, they can move it to the three quarters and then they can move forward, or perhaps they can kick for the territorial one. But here, Yakoob Ali once again didn't get enough communication, enough support, and the players also not looking straight. They are looking at the ball from where it is coming into their left. Now, if Yakoob Ali can send the ball to Kishore Jehan here at the number 1 jersey, perhaps he could go another 1 or 2 meters and then support two supporters inside. He could perhaps put an inside pass, or perhaps they can do another decoy running among the forwards. Decoy running we don't see much happening among the forwards. This is what the current international trend is, to get more space. It's all about inch by inch and meters by meters you have to gain. So this is one thing they lack, this open space in this crucial game. Perhaps if they could have sent a long ball to a 2-miss pass, and then they could have created something with the diamond shape, whether inside or a decoy running coming into place, which didn't see that on that game. And also one more thing in the same game, Navy versus Kandy, Navy's defense, they were using that pendulum defense, which means they are number 15 fullback and both the wingers, number 11 and number 14, they're shifting to the direction. We saw Richard Dharmapala kick and chase twice in that game because their pendulum defense didn't work well. Also we saw the winger Richard Dharmapala and Vishwamitra Jayasinghe from the other end making few yards. So that pendulum defense for Navy didn't really work well. It's a very hard defensive structure, but you need to execute well. If you make a mistake, we saw what happened, like Richard Dharmapala did score that one try, and once he made few more yards on that game. And also I have one more clip to show you in the same game actually. This is from the breakdown. Once again, winger Salih Handapangora getting the ball. Here once again you can see the space. Now here from this line out to here, it's about 8 to 9 meters width. And also this player is getting ready to go back to his left. And you can see the numbers out wide. Although there are chases coming in, but what could Salih Handapangora perhaps do is just draw and pass, and this guy also can run very fast. Perhaps he can move another 5 to 6 meters and then he can make a long kick. We'll see another similar or somewhat similar incident happen during the Wasps versus Toulouse game last weekend. You can see the kick straightly comes to Richard Dharmapala. This is another situation, 2-on-1, draw and pass, and Kurtley Beale runs and then he puts the kick. Now the defending team gets more pressure on that occasion. So those are the simple things sometimes you need to execute well, because on that occasion when Salih Handapangora got the ball, he knew that he is going to kick inside the red zone. It's fine if you kick it outside, but luckily it was a kicking contest. After his kick founded by Richard Dharmapala, he sent the kick back into Dulanjana Vijayasinghe. Then he made a huge thumping kick into the 22. So those are the few analysis we picked up for this weekend's Back to the Board segment. And until next week, I'm Sabir Kadas signing off for ThePapare.com.